Hello, my peeps, and welcome to another power-packed Phillips podcast. Don't forget, FCAT will be starting Monday, April 15th. You will take both parts of the math on Monday, April 15th. Don't forget that your EOC review packet is due on Monday. If you have any questions, problems 1 through 10 are worked out and posted for you in Blackboard. Also, your next EOC quiz will be after FCAT testing is done.
Yes!
All right, today's podcast is going to be on Lesson 9.8, Part 2. We're going to talk about polynomial equations. Polynomial equations. If you would, please write down this polynomial equation because it has an equal sign. Hey, no yawning. Pay attention because we're going to hit the easy button. It's going to be really easy.
Yes!
So you should have w cubed minus 8w squared plus 16w equals 0. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to say I would ignore the equals 0 until the end of the problem.
What?
Just ignore this equal 0 until the end of the problem. Now let's try to find something or some things that they have in common. So w cubed would be w times w times w. Bring down your subtraction or negative sign. This would be made up by 8 times w times w. Bring down your addition sign or plus sign. 16w would be 16 times w. So we're going to say that they are BFFs, best friends forever. So let's see what they have in common. Well, I see that they all share a w. So we found the thing that they have in common. They all share a w. So I'm going to write a w here. This is what they share. Remember, I love leftovers. So what do we have that's left over? We have a w, a w. So we'll bring those down. We also have a subtraction sign. We have an 8. So this is what was left over, along with the w plus 16. So again, I just brought down what they had left over. They had w times w, they had a subtraction sign, an 8, a w, a plus, and a 16. That's what they had left over. Now, we ask ourselves, can we write w times w another way? Yes, we can. Boy, this is going to sound like a Dora. Yes, we can. Oh, wait, no, that's Bob the Builder. I'll go on Proby, Bob the Builder. So now we have w, parentheses, w squared minus 8w plus 16. Are you ready for a brain break? I think I am, since I got my Dora and Bob the Builder mixed up. So let's take a brain break. I know, you just want to drink the haterade. But I'm going to say, stop sipping the haterade, baby! Check it out, first place. Now, I know the naysayers out there would say, Mr. Phillips, they've only played 3 games, and they have 159 more to go, but who's keeping track? Obviously I am. Just remember, they haven't won the World Series since 1908. So anytime they're in first place, I'm going to celebrate. And this is how we're going to celebrate today. Enjoy the music. What a great song. Maybe you should request Go Cubs Go to be downloaded on your iPods the next time you get your slip ticket for doing well on a quiz or test. What a great suggestion! So this is our problem now. We're going to ignore the W that's on the outside of the parentheses until the end of the problem. So let's try to factor what's inside the parentheses. To make W squared, that would be a W times a W. I'm going to think of all the numbers that I can multiply to get 16, that when I add them, it gives me negative 8. I can do positive 4 times positive 4, that gives me 16. I also could do negative 4 times negative 4, that gives me positive 16. But I need 2 of these to add up to a negative 8. Well, 4 plus 4 gives me positive 8. I want negative 8. So it can't be these. I'm thinking a negative 4 minus 4 does give me negative 8. So I'm going to put a minus 4 here, and I'm going to put a minus 4 here. Now that I'm coming up to the end of the problem, I'm going to take this W that's on the outside of the parentheses, and I'm going to put it right here. So I have W that they all shared, parentheses W minus 4, parentheses W minus 4. Now that we're coming up to the end of the problem, we are going to use this equals 0. We're going to use this equals 0 since we're at the end of the problem because we factored it out. So what are we going to do? We're going to say W equals 0. We're going to say W minus 4 equals 0. And we're going to say that W minus 4 equals 0. We can remove the parentheses since we're at the end of the problem. We can remove the parentheses since we're at the end of the problem. Now I'm going to solve the equation. Remember at the beginning of the year we said to solve an equation we do the inverse or the opposite. So I will add 4 to both sides. These will cancel. I get W equals 4 or positive 4. Well, this is just going to give me the same thing, so I really don't have to do it. So I have 2 answers for this polynomial equation. W could equal 0, or W could be 4 or plus 4. So basically, to recap, you do everything that we've been doing as far as factoring. Once you are done factoring it, you set each term equal to 0. After you set each term equal to 0, you solve the equation and you are done. It's that easy. Just ask the Cubs. They could help you out if you need help because they are in first place.
What